An overhead look at downtown Philadelphia. That's the side of our broadcast tonight. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Terry Rozier. Martin is out there with Bridges. Then it's Ball. And it's Zeller in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the small forward. Craig, so much excitement. The final game of the regular season is here.
You know, be it the playoffs, for those lottery teams, maybe a nice family vacation. There's always a silver lining for everybody.
Right. They can play 2K, too, if they're not in the playoffs, right? Huh? Now here is Harris. Good work there as it goes.
Well, he's an elite shooter with a lot of sweet spots. Defenses have to mark and keep an eye on Harris from mid-range.
Now Rozier. Against Miami, he was really on his game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Milton finds Simmons. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Martin. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Martin, the pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bridges. Offensive rebound. And here's Embiid. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Harris kicks to Milton. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons. And there it is for him. Simmons got his second basket.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now, here's Ball. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And stolen by Simmons. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
Rozier looking around. That one goes. Count it. Rozier's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
In the corner, it's Martin. On the clock, he can't hit that time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Hornets trail by 5. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Hornets, they've got Bismack Biyombo. Monk is out there with Devontae Graham. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Washington in at the 4-man position. Pass to Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. Yes, that goes in.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
5 on the clock. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Graham. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Yeah, you know, I like watching Monk stroke it from the mid-range. We know he's got deep range, but that mid-range makes him hard to guard.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him. Hornets trail by 3. The pass to Monk. Lays it up off the glass. Monk's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Monk, a nice finisher around the basket now, using his quickness to get past defenders on the drive.
Here's Simmons. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Simmons. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
76ers have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Tobias Harris comes in for Hill. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey.
One shot.
That's good from Simmons.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
Now, here's Ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Here's Simmons. Good on the 7-footer. Simmons got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Back to Ball. Passes it to Zeller. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Embiid dishes to Green. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Now, here's Rozier. And again, unable to change momentum here. It's not going to go for him. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points and 1 steal. He's got one of those streaks going lately where it doesn't seem like he can be stopped. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Sixers?
They shot a great percentage from the field, and not by accident. Their movement was good. They're making good decisions. The coach loves to see that kind of efficiency out of his guys.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Hornets first half?
Well, it's hard to defend a team that gets red hot from the floor. I think the effort was there on D, but they could not come up with a plan to cool them off. We're bound to see a whole different game plan, a whole different approach from them coming out of the break.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Hornets trail by 8. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And that one falls for Zeller.
You know, Zeller was a high draft pick. This guy was the 4th overall pick in his draft, but he's more of a blue-collar guy. Great work ethic and is eager to learn, always in learning mode.
And so Zeller nails both of them. The 76ers leading by 6. Harris kicks to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 6 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Martin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He has 5.
Boy, nice vision that time from the point guard. Rozier's responsibility is to know when his teammate is open and get the ball there.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Portis, he's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Maxey's checked in for Shake Milton. And George Hill's subbed in for Simmons. Here's Korkmaz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Portis. And that one's good. Korkmaz. Korkmaz has got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers. Graham kicks to Washington. Graham against Embiid. And the rejection by Embiid. Count it, good. Philadelphia leading by 6. Hill passes to Korkmaz. Here's Portis. Now, here's Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And they double up Embiid. For 3, Hill. They grab their own miss. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, a large frame and nimble feet and great strength allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Now here's Graham. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Hornets trail by 8. To the wing right side. Here's Washington. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Portis. A rebound by Washington. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And Graham throws it down hard.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Rozier's out there with ball, and it's Martin in at the 3 spot.
Boy, the defense that time really challenging Danny Green, but didn't phase him at all. Still got it up and in.
Here's Rozier after the Sixers pick up 2. And it's off from 3-point range.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Hornets trail by 8. Ball dishes to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
You can't allow Zeller to get established like that. I mean, that kind of position, he's going to dunk it easily.
Here's Harris. True on the 14-footer. And the 76ers lead by 8.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 3 on 3. And that one's good. Simmons. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Philadelphia.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Here's Ball after Ben Simmons' bucket. And the rejection by Embiid.
You look at his combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Charlotte Hornets. Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Devontae Graham comes in for Ball. And so he hits both. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Graham with the ball. Over Simmons. Charlotte no good that time either. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the 76ers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And one thing about this team, they never stopped pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight, making it 66. Very impressive.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Free throw good, Milton.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Graham inside the line. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Reed. That one good for 2.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.